Oh dear, I'm in the wrong place.
If you're not going to eat this, I will.
Okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. I think I made it before you did too. And I've shared it to more places than you.
Excellent.
So you've got to be in the Snow Princess Retreat group and you've got to tell me what people are commenting because I can't see that.
Okay.
Because we've got 3 people in there.
Okay. I'm just putting it in both messenger chat groups.
Okay. Hello, Debbie. How are you? Who's going to tell me who the people are in the... Hello, Laura. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the Snow Princess group now, Quentin.
Yeah.
Dragon the chain.
I got distracted by something quick.
Rightio. So it's Snow Princess Virtual Retreat Weekend, which means we've released the beautiful Snow Princess collection. Hello, Joanne. Hello, Tash. Got 8 there now. So far this weekend, this is what you get for a virtual retreat. So all these projects, they get in their kit. Hello, Chrissy. Okay, so we did this scrapbook page on Friday morning. So 2 of them are out in open Facebook and on YouTube, but the rest are in a private group. And then we did a mixed media pocket page. We didn't do Friday night because it was the opening night of Wonderland High and Noah was Principal Cheshire, or one of the Principal Cheshires, so we had to go to that. So Saturday morning we did an easel card with Naomi John. Then I've got this unwrapped, the strings off it. We did a mini book, flip book thing with Naomi John on Saturday afternoon. And then last night we did the castle page, and it's all dimensional and layered. It's paper towel, traditional type paper towel. It's come up really nice. There is a kit for this one, and it's $14.50. Then this morning we made this little 1.5-inch card, and then earlier this afternoon we made this Oh Happy Day page, and now tonight we're using our leftovers to make a page. There will be a kit for this. This is in our creative family affectionately known as a Frankenstein's scrapbook page, because we don't have a full sheet. So this is what we have
In
the group. Oh, hello, Pam.
You've got Dee, Raquel, Beck, Michelle, Karen L it is, Mary, Di D, Di C, Di G, Aileen, me, and Jacqueline.
Awesome. Hello, everybody that's over in the Snow Princess group. We're streaming to 3 places: YouTube, our Facebook page, and the Snow Princess Retreat group. So these are my 2 biggest pieces. Oh, and then I do have a piece of paper 6. So this is paper 3. We've got paper 1. We've got a nice big piece of paper 6. We do have this glittery piece. So we are going to make a background out of...
Oh, and over on the tube we've got Laura. Hello, Laura.
Hello, Laura. Hello, Karen and Diane. It is a great layout, isn't it, Debbie? Debbie loves the layout.
I love Laura's little things.
Laura's little embellies. Yeah, Laura
so
just
cool.
is taken to those, making those little embellies. So let's have a quick look at what we've got. We did set some stuff aside when we were trying to decide which page we were going to do this afternoon, because yeah, dance like no one is watching. We've got a feather, a crown, an acrylic princess word, flare button, some of Naomi John's sketchy flowers. We've got, and I've kept the purple fussy cutting. We've got purple flowers, but I'm sort of, yeah. Oh, and the word dancing. So we have other fussy cutting as well. I have some other blue and teal flowers and some butterflies and things and gauze. So I wonder, let's get rid of that.
A bit of rigorous conversation happening in our lounge room over one of Noah's English assignments.
No, it's an exam.
Well, it's an exam. So, okay.
He's got an exam tomorrow.
Oh, good.
He's got to write a short story
Yeah.
based on a stimulus poem in 2 hours.
Okay.
He's got to write a 1,000-word story.
Get his older brother. His older brother is very good.
There's a cat knocking on the
back
door.
We have taught the cat to knock.
Who's this weird business?
There are advantages and disadvantages. Well, you're the one that started opening the door when she knocked. Yes, I know. It's cold out there. Come on, get in. You too.
Something along these lines. And a feather, somehow. But we've got the butterfly paper and this one. But do we use the blue glitter side? See, we could use the blue glitter underneath all the purpley bits, and I think it'd show up better. Oh, it's still a bit busy, isn't it? Can you go and tell them that we don't need to hear them arguing?
Yep.
Please. Okay. That is our children arguing. Yeah, we've got lots of little scrappy bits. Because we cut the middles out of things. Which is the best thing ever.
Okay, so we've been led astray, my love.
With what?
We thought the rigorous conversation was towards schooling. They're playing Monopoly, dear.
They're playing Monopoly.
Yes.
So that's what they're arguing about.
Yep.
Someone's cheating already. Okay. Let's get out our creative design board. Designed by moi. And what we'll do, so we'll sort of have a photo, not that big, not like a 6-inch photo. And then we'll dance like no one is watching. Do that. Dance like no one is watching, princess. And we'll do some sort of flowery cluster thing. papers in here. They're dancing. See, so we can. Don't know where we're going to put that. Lots of leaves and a feather. So what we another leaf and another leaf. What we could do.
Okay, so I am doing a kit for this one.
So we could put the blue at the top and the butterflies at the bottom, or we could put the blue through the middle and the butterflies at the top and the bottom. Which I think might be a better way to go. So let's do that. Let's move this out of the way and let's build our background. I'm not 100% sold on the blue, but I think I might be able to make the blue sort of work. Okay.
So we've got Margaret H and Margaret E have joined us on YouTube.
Oh, hello, Robin. Robin's here. Hello, Margaret and Margaret.
And
Let's cut the barcode off this piece of. So this piece of, it's like 10 3/8, 9 3/8. This piece of butterfly, and then the piece of blue. So piece of blue is like 8 inches.
what 8 numbers?
1. So let's tear a tiny bit off each end of each long edge so that we don't see any white on the, and I'm not using my tearing ruler, don't know why, on the piece of paper 1. It's an 8-inch wide piece and we're tearing a tiny bit off each long edge. So you don't see any white when we're looking at the purple side. She has calmed them. Hello, Karen. Hello, Robin.
So we're obviously going to trim down the.
Oh, we're going to trim it all down.
Yeah, right. So I won't put the sizes yet.
Okay, so now let's trim. Trim that to be like just over half an inch. So it's just over half an inch wide. We're going to make these 2 border strippy bits. So they're just over half an inch wide and 12 inches long. And they've got 1 long torn edge. So then this piece ends up being just under 6.5 inches. So it's just fractionally under 6.5 inches. Let's just make it 6 1/4 because that wasn't straight. So it's 6 1/4 inches wide of the blue. Yeah. So then what we're going to do is tear a tiny bit without seeing any white off the 2 long edges of our big piece of butterfly. Now what was it? It was 9 3/8. But this is just what we've been left with. We're just tearing a little tiny bit off 2 long edges. Oh dear. Kind of went astray with my tearing. cotton went a bit astray. And then the other long edge.
Okay, so we've got Karen J has joined us as well.
Yep, hello Desley as well.
Leslie as well. And Debbie C has joined us.
Yep, and you're typing in, Lisa is tear.
Oh, oops.
Typing in Pigeon English. Oh, sorry, I'm late. Was that
That's
Lisa?
Debbie.
No? Debbie?
Yeah, Debbie C.
Okay. Hello, Debbie.
I'm going to tell our children to quiet down.
Quieten down a bit. Okay. So we've got this piece. It's quieting down. So let's cut. So this is the bottom end of the butterflies.
The only thing that had an effect on the cats.
What?
Right.
You only had an effect on the cat. I wonder why. So this is the bottom piece, bottom of the butterflies, right? This is the butterflies, bottom edge of the butterflies. They're looking up. So we're going to cut it so they're looking to the right here. And we're going to cut it at around 3 inches, right? So I've got a bit that's about 3 inches wide, and this bit ends up being about just short of 6 inches wide.
So they're by 9 3/8 or something, are
No, 12 inches wide.
they? Okay, 12. Okay, yeah, 3 by 12.
Right. We're building a page out of nothing. So it's inside the tear. We're going to put tape. Put tape. And then we're going to tape the back of our 2 half-inch wide torn bits from paper 1. Then what we're going to do, they're still not quieting down, Quentin. You just tell them if Mum has to come out there, there will be ructions.
Right. Take it to my room and be quiet in there with the door shut. Because she's way too noisy.
So now we're going to start sticking this together, but we need a straight edge, right?
So like a biggie house.
So we've got this lined up. I'm going to line this up. We're sort of lining it up, and we're just so we've got a bit of, that showing.
So Margaret E's asked a question over on the tube. Hello, Lisa. Very pretty papers. Does it make a difference if you tear away from you or towards you?
Not really, other than to know whether you want the white or not. So I tear it away so I don't get a white edge. So earlier today I did some tearing, and I definitely used this ruler, my creative design ruler. I'm a creative ruler. But I just didn't want any white showing. So there we go. We're using our ruler to help us. Interesting concept is when the tape doesn't cover. Oh, that's twisted now. Rightio. So let's get our ruler, and we've got our piece that's in the middle. Oh dear cat. Let's see, we've lined up against our ruler. And we've got our piece of pattern paper. This piece of pattern paper is on an angle. Right, there we go. See, when I pulled it up, I kind of twisted it a bit, which is a bit naughty. And then we're going to put this here. Nice up. See, it's longer than our ruler. So we're going well. Now, when you make one of these pages, when you build a page out of nothing, you do actually end up having to make the page just fractionally smaller. You've got to be careful, like why I use the ruler is so I don't get too much twisting. So let's just whack it in. So that's the edge I used with the ruler. So that's where we're going to start from. So we're going to cut this at 12 inches. Actually, let's cut it just beyond 12 inches. So that's going to be our straight point, because we might just find no, we're not bad. Not bad for twisting and crooked. I'll just we're just slightly crooked. And let's just.
I'm just calling it the built paper here. I'm saying when you're cutting the built paper.
There we go. Just making sure it's neat. There we are.
Yeah, so it's very pretty.
Oh, I've stirred her up, so she's now silly as a wheel. And then they're going to wonder why she doesn't go to sleep. Yep.
Yep. What can I say?
So we have one issue. These need to be a different colour. So we have two issues. And this doesn't necessarily stand out. And that's too big. So let's do one of them awesome 5-inch square photos. I think you get them from like Harvey Norman. I think you can get them at lots of places. So let's do a 5-inch square photo. I love that size. It's a nice size. 5-inch square.
Evening, Jen.
Or you get a 5x7 and then just hack it down.
Jen said still not great, but popping in for a few minutes.
Oh, Jen. No, she hasn't had a good day at all.
Oh, dear.
Hasn't had a good day.
One of the ladies, and you're not going to have a good day because I'm going to add punishments. So then we're going to cut our crystal glitter card to 5 1/4 by 5 1/4.
Can you turn this on your kiss goodnight, mate?
What's that?
Daddy's cranky at us.
No, yeah, because you're being naughty. Come on, you got to say goodnight.
Good night. Have a good bye.
Right.
She didn't do the vacuuming.
No, she didn't.
I had no time.
Yeah, right.
You thought I did.
Okay. Let's cut the middle out of this. We need to cut the middle out to alleviate weight in our albums because we're Scroogey crafters and because glitter card does not like being stuck to. So we are going to have to stick between the photo and the photo mat to get it to stick. So let's get I'm thinking metallic purple. Metallic purple. And then maybe we'll use a little bit of this pastel iris, which matches that. And then maybe some pastel eggshell blue. Some titanium white in the satin. So satin is matte. And not fluoro purple. There's a purple in the matte, and it is, we don't want that to spill everywhere. It is wildly vibrant. We'll give it a go. So we need to paint our Dance Like No One Is Watching and our flowers. And then I think what we need to do is put a little bit of some sort of colour on the background to try and break it up and give this a place to sit on that's sort of light and soft. Okay. So, where's my palette? Here it is here. Could I have some water in my jar, please? It's here. Okay. So let's get a tiny bit of this pastel iris, which is like a lilac colour. And a little bit of the pastel eggshell blue. And a little tiny bit of the white.
There you go.
Top. And then we're going to get, oh, he's taking my rubbish bin. This is all acrylic paint in here. It's not going to move. And then we've got a little tiny bit of metallic purple. And a little tiny bit of the satin purple. So it's like a matte purple. I think in here we need some sort of blue to make the purple bluey. A bluey purple. So what we're going to do with this is just squeeze it out to the end, make it go back in, and then just touch it. So it's just the tiniest touch. I do have teal here. Let's put a tiny bit of teal here. Okay. So we need to paint these. And we need to put something on our background. And I actually think might give that a zhuzh. Might zhuzh up this mat, photo mat. There we go. So let's paint these first and zhuzh up our photo mat first. Let's get one of our strips of the glitter card so we can test test drive, what happens? Let's do.
Okay, so Jen's just asked, sorry Jen, I missed your question. Is there anything you would recommend to use to stick to glitter?
Cut a hole in it. You can use glue, but you know how glue sometimes makes it look really wet. Glitter's just an interesting creature all of its own, isn't it? I just find that cutting the middle out or cutting a hole in the behind somehow gives me the opportunity to stick to it. But glue works as well. So let's paint some of the metallic. And we're not gonna get it all the same. We're gonna have it different depths, but it's not gonna be really thick on this glitter frame. So it just gives you an opportunity here to have we got any of this in stock?
Which one's it?
This glitter card?
Because I'll have a look.
I hope we do. We're meant to make a kit out of this.
I'm in the middle of making the kit, so I hope
I'd hate to have to go, oh, we can't use that because we don't have any to make the kit because I've got people that want the kit. Okay, this brush is too thick to paint these little skinny things. So when you're having trouble painting things and you get stuff down in between, it's because the brush is too thick. So let's paint this. Let's do like some, use a bit of water with it, but we'll use the metallic purple. Blend in a little bit of the lilac in places. So if you go softly, softly, and add a little bit of water as you go, you will find you can blend. Don't want it too wet. Remember, this is a paper product. So we add too much water and we get pulp, and it doesn't dry quickly.
what colour are you painting? Lilac.
So I have got,
We could substitute in a piece of blush, dear.
it's pink, isn't it?
Yes. Or amethyst is dark purple. Do you want to show the glitter card colours we've got?
Yeah.
Okay. In stock we've got bronze, lagoon, amethyst.
What's
blue.
lagoon? Light blue?
Lagoon is aqua.
Oh.
We've got steel, platinum, royal blue, blush, emerald green, ruby red, magenta. We do have a light blue called frost.
Yep. I don't know why I just added white then. So we do have frost.
We have frost.
Let's put frost in.
Okay.
So in your kit, if you buy this kit, it will have, because this is a retreat kit and it was packed a while ago and we've obviously sold out of what I'm using in the meantime.
Quarter a piece of frost.
Quarter a piece of frost. So you will have a light blue that you can paint with purple paint. I've used metallic purple paint. And here I'm just blending between like lilac, so that's the pastel iris, and I'm using a small brush.
Debbie C said, now you need to design something for Paperific.
I don't know.
Yep.
Have you sent that stuff to Paperific?
I'd love to say I have.
You've been asked to do it like dozens of times.
It's going to be sent tomorrow.
Yep, I've heard that before.
Yep.
Been hearing that for about a month and a half.
I'm not here tomorrow night, folks.
There's no class tomorrow night.
Goodness for that. Check my whereabouts on Tuesday.
Quentin has issues with getting done what he's meant to get done.
Wow.
He is known as the weakest link at work sometimes.
Oh.
So there we go. So it's sort of a mix between the lilac and the metallic purple. So then on our flowers, let's get a tiny bit of blue and a lot of purple. Let's make like a bit more of a bluey purple. Oh, that's dark. So yeah, you'll get a blue glitter that you can put some lilac or purple paint on. Could probably look really nice. Rightio.
What would be the value of that tile?
Can you not work that out yourself? Can you not look what we already have?
I can do that.
Quentin doesn't believe in pluriplaning either. Okay. So let's get our actually we'll do that in a minute. Let's get a little bit more of our metallic, and in a couple of places just put a bit more of the metallic on. And I've got it really watery so that it's sort of just want a little bit more shine in a few places. Just kind of glazing over with it a little. Not everywhere, just where we sort of had the metallic originally. The metallic will rise to the surface and sit on the surface. Metallic does audio. They're nearly dry. We don't want them to dry a little more. Okay, let's put that there. So we've got this. So let's get our water brush and our aqua colour. We sort of need a bit of a just a bit of flicking. Sort of need a bit of a little bit of a greeniness through here. And we'll put a little bit over here. And it's not going to show up a lot. It's just going to create a little bit of visual difference. Let's get a tiny bit of our purple that we just painted on our flowers. Add a bit more water. You see that's just a light little flick. Let's get our blue. It's got bits of lilac in here as well. It's nice. Big dollopy bits of blue. Let's get some more water. Blue and lilac. And a bit over here. We need some over here. Big dollops. The bigger the dollops, the more the colour difference too. We're just trying to create a little bit of a, you don't want too much of the lilac through here.
Oh, Karen's saying that I'm just like her.
Karen.
And apparently Shane tells Bronny to add it to the list.
Yeah. Bit more
And
dark.
Debbie C said, don't most men.
Yeah.
What can I say? Glad it's the only good company.
As long as he gets his coffee, that's all he particularly cares about.
Oh, that's
Am I lying? Tell me I'm lying.
real.
Right. So there we go. It is very wet. So they need a piece of paper 1 and a piece of paper 3 so far, Quentin.
And a title and 3 little flowers.
Yep. So the title and the 3 little flower things.
Yes. Gotcha. Gotcha.
And then we've got a princess title and 3 little flowers.
Right. I'm all over this.
Rightio. Let's get a heat tool. I'll just put purple paint on my hair. It won't show up. The hair's too dark. Rightio.
I'm the best Friday.
Okay. Put that aside to dry for a minute. Okay. Let's get our little flowers back. And they're sort of dry. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put Dimensional Magic on them, and we're going to put it on, well, it's not Dimensional Magic, it's Glossy Accents. And did you realise we'd sold out of this?
Glossy accents.
Apparently we've sold out.
I have Andrew's one still.
Yeah. So we're going to put it on, and we're not going to shake the bottle. If I shook it, I didn't mean to. But when we put it on, we're just going to let it flow around. So we're just colouring the whole thing in. So next Saturday is Super Saturday in the store. It's an in-store crop, so it's not online. It's $5. It's 3 p.m. till 8 p.m. And yeah. Well, you're working, aren't you, Quentin?
Yes. I'll finish after that.
But yeah, so we have that. I don't know what we're going to do on Friday night. Someone did suggest that I do another Snow Princess page.
People love this collection.
Yeah. That I continue with the Snow Princess next weekend. We'll see. Okay. Okay. So it's a bit thick there. Should be right. I'm just going to use my palette knife to pop these little babies over on my rig.
What about a book week thing? It's happening in our primary school in August, says Daddy.
Mm.
I don't know, Billy wants to go book week either as Amelia Earhart or Mary Shelley.
Oh. It's Amelia Earhart as well now.
Well, I managed to convince her that she might need a second option.
Yes.
She didn't think she could pull off Frida Kahlo.
Oh, Frida Kahlo. Okay. So we're not just Amelia wants to go to book week wanted to go as Mary Shelley. And her backups now are Frida Kahlo and Amelia Earhart.
I'm not going to find a plain aviator's outfit from Amelia Earhart.
Why, you don't feel like a Mary Shelley would be?
Mary Shelley's just the dress that we used for Joe from Little Women for you.
Right. Desley's saying that Joel has about 10 programs going at a time and none are finished. It's driving me crazy. Do my chook fence, please, if only.
Yep. Yep. You definitely need that chook fence, Desley.
Well, you could go and buy a Maremma pup. That might hurry him up.
Yes, but you'd have to make sure your Maremma was actually trained for chooks and not trained for something else. Because if it's not trained for the creature you want it to guard,
They'll sacrifice that creature.
the Maremma will actually sacrifice that creature. So let's stick our photo flat. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some more tape on here. A Maremma.
The guard dogs, you know how the white wolf.
So,
Oh, yeah, they'll sacrifice.
so remember Granddad's Maremmas were for goats?
And,
Yeah.
they sacrifice
And it let the
sheep.
dingoes eat the sheep. It just watched the dingoes eat the sheep.
It kept the goats alive.
Yep, looked after the goats, but it just watched the dingoes eat the sheep.
They did their job. What were you expecting?
Debbie's granddaughter is going as Mary Poppins.
There you go. And we're just going to use tape here. I know it's a fake photo, but to hold it together. You've really got to stick to the glitter card and the thing that's on the top of the glitter card. Like, sandwich it in.
I'm just coming to suss out your flare.
It's the starry watercolor, and then
Yep.
we've got a little word, little dancing word, and these are from paper 5. So you need a piece of paper 5, and you need a quarter sheet fussy cut essentials, and a feather.
Right. Right. Nothing like
Making Quentin work.
Yeah.
What's everyone think? That's a good idea. Make Quentin work. I think it's a great idea. Let's make him work harder.
Quentin thinks it's a great idea.
We have a plant at work called Joel,
Okay.
and it is he is having babies again. Oh no, he's flowering again and he's having babies.
A quarter sheep, quarter fussy cut essentials.
It's because Joel gave me. Joel comes in the store with cerebral palsy. Joel gave me Joel plant for the shop's 20th birthday last year. So, thinking. Next year is 20 years of retreats. Middle Eastern retreats, we've had way more than one retreat, but next year is 20 years of retreats, scrapbooking retreats. So I'm going to have to do something. Has anyone actually got their printout? I missed out on the printout. Which retreat is this one? Is this one 52 or 53? I think it's 53.
I think it is too.
Got one of those dogs across the road and it stands and barks at nothing. Oh, yep, they do. They do. Definitely. Might have to get some of that fat tape. I like the fat tape. He will blow a gasket. Oops, I just wrecked my page.
53 says Beck.
I love a young lad called Joel. Hit my car last week in emerging traffic. Oh. Oh, dude, that's not good.
Not D's car again.
Yeah.
Oh, D. Your car.
Okay, let's just mop up the bits of wet paint so I can get this sort of dry.
What did you describe that flare button as?
It's starry watercolour. Yep. And I forgot to put the flare buttons up today. Oh, look, I've knocked all my things over.
I'll do something new for tomorrow.
Yep, all my free time.
One better?
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, let's have a look at this, if it's going to look any good. That's not bad, is it? And I've kind of, with me thing trashed me. It'll be right. And I've got a little bit of blue on my word. Got a little bit of blue on here. A little bit of aqua. Bit of aqua splatter. Fixed. How long's that kid been in that shower?
Just got in.
Right. What are we thinking?
Thinking that I am the greatest. So far our kit is worth $14.85.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of that? That change. Oh, I've got to turn the light off. What do you think of that? Like changing it to there. Like that. I do like that. Oh, I've got purple paint on here now.
The dancing word's going to be in the Fussy Cut Essential sheet, isn't it?
No. We're going to have to cut them out. Okay. So this is like 2 inches down and 1 inch in our photo. So let's put our photo on. I'm just thinking we start sticking them together. I don't think it needs to be fluffed around with any more than we already have. An inch in and 2 inches down. Our photo is flat, so we're going to get our dimension from more. Actually, most of this layout is probably going to be fairly flat. And it is quite wrinkly. It's because it's wet. So let's have the bottom of the photo lined up with the bottom of this title. Like sort of that. Use some glossy accents or dimensional magic or whatever that other stuff is we've got. Dimensional something. I'm just gonna pat some of the glue off because I've got a bit much.
So Debbie says, oh, Mary said it was nice. Diane said it was lovely. So, Debbie said 5% tax on short-term stays in hotels.
Yeah,
and
so they said
Airbnbs.
5%, but they said a $5 tax, $5 per
I don't know when it
stay.
comes into effect. Yeah. So adds a lot to the.
Yeah, well, there's conflicting reports, and I think the conflicting reports are coming from the conflicting statements by the person that wants it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put our crown on. And the only thing this crown matches is the butterflies. But that's okay. Oh, did you get the crown?
Yes, my love. I put it with the princess title.
Oh, then Quentin.
Okay. Dodgy, my dodgy.
Don't worry about the little dancing word.
No, I haven't put a value on it. But I'll put it in the description so we don't miss it.
So let's put this here like this on a couple of bits of chippy strip to raise it up. It's from paper number 6. Let's cut some bits.
What's from paper 6? The flowers.
This bouquet bit.
Oh, okay. I thought you said paper 5. I got to change that.
Yeah, I think I said paper 5. I meant paper 6.
Right. We can change that.
So that. And then this big flower. And then this feather, so see how it's got the curl in it? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of break its back just there. So I've just broken its back. I haven't snapped it completely off, but it's so that I can put some glue on both sides up to the break point. And just sort of tuck it in there. When it goes in the album, it's going to sort of sit down flattish.
Pam doesn't like feathers. You don't have to use the feather.
Don't use the feather if you don't like it, Pam. Not everything is everyone's cup of tea.
Robin's
Like,
gonna
let's...
go. See you, Robin.
It's good to hear. I have loved my Toyota so much. Its reliability and power. It's had to go down to force on the car. It's hard to go. Oh, wow. Just don't use the feather, Pam. I think your feathers were dancing because I love Swan Lake.
So Brian, what Dee's comment is that Brian was saying earlier that she's had a Kia for over 20 years. So
There you go.
they're good cars.
I'm just going to hold that there. Let's put the left flowers on here because we're at the point where our design board doesn't really mean much to us.
Laura said she loves the page. Love it.
I think it's coming together too easily. See, I feel a bit funny when things come together real easy.
It's not coming easy for the scribe, let me tell you.
Oh, stop being a whinger. And what are you doing to contribute?
Making comments.
Whinging.
My mere presence.
Damn feather. Rightio. So let's pop our princess word on now. I think we're going to try
I've got to remember to take this iPod to your mother for Wednesday too.
Cow's going to be out for half the day. So she needs Amelia's iPod to tell the time. Could you imagine how many books I could read?
She was trying to convince me, your mum was, that she needed it so she knew exactly when to take her medication.
She doesn't take a medication at the right time, in any case, with a clock.
That's what I was already thinking. All the right dosages.
No. We've burnt through our latest bottle of CBD oil at record pace.
Beyond record pace. She should be an Olympic athlete. I think she's virtually that. She should have no muscle pain at all, or joint pain. She should be just leaping into action.
I'm gonna put our dancing word on. I don't think that princess is straight. Oh yeah. It's pretty straight. I think it's just an optical illusion because of the P.
Alright.
See you, mate.
See you, John.
Let's cover up that splotch of paint with a flower. We'll put another one up here.
So we're saying we couldn't pick which nights we're going to be busy and which ones are going to be quiet. Down there, so there seems to be no rhyme nor reason.
With the pizza shop?
Yeah.
Nope. I believe that. That's not too bad. Even after I messed it up. This one's got a little bit to go. And this one's got a tiny bit to go. Oh, there we go. This one's from Fussy Cut Essentials. And then this one's from Paper 6. This little one's from Paper 6. This one's from a Fussy Cut Essentials, and we're going to use it to stick down this ear feather. Stick. Okay. Dance like no one is watching. Let's put a bit more glue under here. Another feather, another leaf, another feather, leaf. Just waiting for glue to dry. Gee willikers. What's that?
You could cook it.
No, you can't. Heat tooling glue does not work.
Possibly wouldn't be the greatest feeling. So.
Nope.
So I'm just putting up a link to the product that's called Crystal Accents, which is an alternative product to Glossy Accents. Yeah, Debbie C has a perfect ballet photo of Harper to put on this page.
There you go. This is Amelia Ann's first year of ballet.
Yes.
Naomi did ballet. She just turned 2. And she did ballet until she was 9.5. Something like that. 9.5. Then she did gymnastics for a bit. Not long. She didn't enjoy gymnastics the same as dancing. And gymnastics finished like at the same time as Scouts. As Cubs started or Scouts started. I think she was still a Cub then.
Yes.
So we were getting changed in the car and we were late, and she didn't like that. Milton danced from, so she danced for 7.5 years. Milton danced for just over 5 years. Probably 5 years Milton danced for. 4 or 5 years. Milton did tap and Bootman. He just loves the stage. The stage loves him. Noah doesn't realise how much the stage loves him too. Okay.
I don't think he's going to be rushing forward to go again. We'll have to give him a gentle nudge.
So what I'm going to do is, even though this is still a little wet, I'm going to hack it in half. Put a bit more glue out. Just hold it here.
These going to draw in a little Kia Cerato.
They're not too bad. Just going to cut a bit of a petal off. This little piece here. So you can always, if a piece is going to be completely hidden, if you just trim it off, put it somewhere else and create that little bit more of a sense of, you know, it's meant to be there. Okay, so I'm going to build in the drawers here and find me a glue dot. Get a piece of a glue dot. Put a piece of a glue dot there. And I'm just going to, so glue dot is the only thing you can hide under a feather. So I've got a little piece of glue dot just under there.
Mary said the flower cluster looks awesome.
Okay, do we need anything else? Let's...
Ronnie said the layout is so pretty.
Shut my eyes, open them. I don't think it does. Probably needs one thing. So I'm going to get gold paint. I'm running the gauntlet here.
Running the gauntlet.
Some gold paint. It's from a little metallic set. Adding plenty of water to my gold paint. And I'm just going to put lots more water. Scoop it up. What are you doing?
I'm looking for my phone so I can take a photo of the kit.
Well, your phone is not going to be at my desk.
I thought you had it putting bronzer on it.
No. I'm just being a bit careful how I'm doing this. Oh, I shouldn't. There we go. Or maybe I need a tiny bit here.
Okay.
Now it's really not dry, is it? Yeah, well, because we have our car is a 7-seater, our Pathfinder, and we have a lot because we have 4 children. We have like for like on our insurance, so we got a Kia Carnival. Wasn't too bad when they were painting our car. They had to paint it. We had a brand new Pajero thing that we didn't really like, but they have to give us a 7-seat car on ours. There we go. So the paint is still a little wet, you can see. But see how now we've got that tiny touch of gold? It sort of brings in the gold from the crown and also the little bit of goldenness in the middle of the butterflies. And when we put that tiny bit of teal, like that mint, that pastel mint in our painty smush on here, it just makes, and then we've got little aqua spots, makes a little bit more sense with the butterflies that have got teal and aqua in them. And then you can't see the glue dot. So just a plain little bit of a flat glue dot. It's good under that. And you can see we've got our 2 shades of lilac and purple in here. And then we've got the darker purple in here, but it is this darker purple in there. Dance like no one is watching, Dancing Princess. I always think Dancing Feathers, Swan Lake. I love Swan Lake. Yeah. So have you made the kit?
Yes, I have. I can make it live.
And a new Sportage. Oh, that sounds nice. Thank you, Diane and Karen. Someone said lovely, such soft colours. Thank you. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, thank you. A few people have said they love it. Someone said they can't wait to make it. So what's everyone saying? Who's saying what over in the group, Quentin?
Okay, so Jacqueline said it's a beautiful page.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
Says it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Can't wait to make this page, says Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.
Where are we? Aileen said lovely, such soft colours.
Yeah. Thank you, Eileen.
Alright, I'll just give you 2 seconds to see if this went into there, and then I'll put up the link.
Have furthered my creative skills. Someone said something in the group.
Mary G said, beautiful page.
It's definitely your colours, Pam.
Thank you for another fabulous weekend. You have furthered my creative skills. From Mary G.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Bronnie. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming along to the Snow Princess Virtual Retreat. Thank you for watching the classes. Pretty page. Not Frankenstein, really. Nearly finished crafting along with you tonight. Oh, that's awesome, Karen.
So I'm putting the link up. There's no photo at the moment. There will be shortly.
So we didn't have a full piece of paper, and we made our piece of paper for our background. And we painted some white chipboard, and then we painted and glossied up some other chipboard. And notice how we added tiny touch of blue to bring the purple paint to more this colour of these leaves. And then we've mimicked the princess colour over here and in the feather. So we've just sort of brought the colours together. And these leaves here are in the metallic purple. So we've kind of brought the colours together and hopefully make it make sense. When you buy the kit for this, you'll have a light blue glitter, but you can still put the purple over it and it'll make it really nice. It'll actually fit in really lovely.
Ronnie needs a lockdown to catch up.
Oh, I need a lockdown to catch up on sleep.
Said, hoping to add some of the Dancing Princess from the cutouts.
That you bought separate. Yeah, that'd be really nice. It would be really nice with that little girl that's dancing that's got her eyes, that's, you know. smiling so hard that her eyes are kind of shut. That one, she's just dancing with complete and utter joy. So in the Prince and Princesses pack, there's beautiful dancing princes and princesses. They look great on here.
Debbie C said that I've enjoyed the retreat this weekend. Would love to do more.
Mm.
And Jacqueline's given us love heart eyes.
Naomi on tomorrow night.
Yes, Didee's asking.
Nay. Yeah. Are you on tomorrow night? Yes, tomorrow night. Yep. Mixed Media's on tomorrow night in the Creative Family group. So yeah, thank you all for coming along. Thank you, Diane. I hope you enjoyed the class. How much is the kit?
Sorry, it's $15.85.
So let's do $15.75.
Right, I'll change that immediately.
Have you put a link up?
Yes, I have.
There you go. So there is a kit for this.
I'll edit the kit now.
And it will have a blue glitter frame that you then paint purple, which will look really nice, actually. I think it'll look great. So thank you all for coming along. Thank you for coming to retreat. I hope you enjoyed it. We usually finish the weekend with a Zoom, but we're finishing with a page. That's not quite dry. And I hope you enjoyed the weekend. And yes, we appreciate your time spending with us too. We know you appreciate us spending our time, but we definitely appreciate you guys taking the time to shop with us, do classes with us, do retreats with us, and just generally spend time with us on our lives. We really do appreciate your time.
Do you have anything left for a challenge item?
Oh, yes, I was talking about, I said something about challenge item earlier and forgot.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
Let's do a pinch of like beads and sequins. Let's do a pinch of beads and sequins because Jacqueline wanted that. And you can add two things from your leftovers to your challenge pack. So you could add 2 pieces of paper, or you could add 2 embellishments, or yeah. You could add, so one thing is leaves, not a leaf. So if you wanted to add leaves and flowers, you could add leaves and flowers. But you could add, like, this flower is one thing, but fussy cut flowers is one thing. You get a few flowers. So you can add 2 things of your choice to your challenge pack. That's going to make it interesting, isn't it? The number 9 is pinch of sequins plus 2 items of own choice from the kit, from your leftovers, your retreat leftovers. But they've got to be leftovers. It can't just be you're going to add something that we've already put on a page. He says. Yeah, you can't just not do the classes and add 2 things. But yeah, wonderful retreat full of amazing products, classes, and conversation. You're most welcome. D. Love and hugs to you too, Bronnie. And thank you, Diane. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, everybody. So really appreciate you all. Yeah. Who put that in the comments?
Me.
You're not meant to do that.
I can delete it.
It's there now.
Margaret H says thank you.
That's okay. Thank you, Margaret.
And Margaret E said beautiful.
Thank you, Laura. It was a great retreat, wasn't it? Really enjoyed it. So thank you all. Take care. Stay safe. And we'll see you tomorrow night in the Creative Family group for Naomi John's Mixed Media class. Who knows what she's going to do? She will come to me at 2 o'clock tomorrow and go, oh, Mum, can you design me a stencil for tonight? Yep. This is my idea. Thank you, Margaret and Margaret. Thank you all. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.